In this NUAGE tutorial, we're going to start doing some basic mix routing. And to start with, we're going to use group channels and subgroup a bunch of signals together. For this example, I'm going to use the drums that we set up in the band recording tutorials. So Nuendo has group channels. Group channels are channels where you can route a series of other channels together to that group channel so that the combined signals can be processed and mixed as one. Subgrouping, a subgroup channel. So there are a couple of ways to do this, and let's take a look at the fader unit and get started. So when we last left off with the band recording project, we had set up some queue routing for recording sessions. But now we're going to go back to the routing tab. And what I'm going to do first is I'm going to create a group channel. And I have a user-defined key that already has this programmed in, ready to go. So I'm going to make a stereo group channel, and I'm going to call it drum kit, like that. Now that places the group channel at the very end of the project in the group tracks folder. And because I'm going to be using this with the drums, I'm actually going to move it up here into the drums folder and place it right next to the drum tracks. Matter of fact, just to make things clearer, I'm just going to hide all the rest of the tracks out of the projects so we can just see the drums and the drum group channel here. So now we're in the routing tab, and what we can do is simply take each drum and route it now to this drum kit group like this. Go down the line and do it that way. Now, with a lot of channels, that might take a couple minutes. So let's backtrack here a second, and let me show you a quicker way of doing that. So if I select all the drum tracks like this, now I can use the Shift and Alt modifier on the fader unit, which I know you can't see in the shot here, but down here on the left side of the fader unit, there's the Shift and Alt keys, and I'm holding them together. That will allow me to perform one operation to one of these selected tracks, and it will apply it to every track. So I'm going to select the first one and assign it to the group drum kit. Now notice, every single one of these tracks is now routed to the drum kit. So I did that all at once. That made it a little bit quicker to do. Now there's one other method to do this all in one step. That is, again, if we select all of the drum tracks here on the fader unit, then I go into the mixer and I right-click above those tracks. And here you can see Add Group Channel to Selected Tracks. When I do that, what's going to happen is Nuendo is going to create a group channel track and route all of these signals, the selected channels, to that group channel track in one step. This makes it very fast and very easy. And I can even name it here. Drum kit. Now there you go. Now I have the drum kit group, and all of these channels are routed to the drum kit group. And that was all in one step. So this makes it very easy to create a lot of subgrouping in your mix without a lot of hassle. Even if you have tons of tracks that are going to go to a subgroup, you can just select them all, add group to those selected channels, boom, it's done. This works the same way when you're using surround group channels. So if you have a 5.1 surround group track, you can still route multiple channels to that group track at once, or simply add a group channel to the selected tracks to do it in one step. So there you go. Those are the ways of creating group channel tracks and routing signals to them, including the macros and the sort of the quick ways of doing it. We'll be back with more mixing tutorials.